Welcome to the first sixth grade learning video of the year. We're going to go through this Notecatcher so you can learn how to use it and review your addition and subtraction of decimals. Every time you see a Notecatcher, make sure you write your name on it. So I'm Miss Carew. I'm going to put my name at the top. I'm also going to be really careful to use some close reading skills. So, in other words, when I read, I might use a highlighter if there's important things. The first box has important information about this page. It's giving me some reminders. Remember to line the decimals up when you add and subtract, so you're combining the same place values. So here's an addition problem down here, and you can see that I've lined the decimals up. And over here, there's a subtraction problem. I've lined the decimals up. That's what that means. The next sentence says, keep in mind that you may also have to borrow when you subtract. So in this problem, on the right-hand side, this is a subtraction problem, and you can see that there are some borrowing here. That's what these numbers are about, and we will go through and review that. So in the Notecatchers, you'll see examples, and then you'll also see a place for you to practice your skills. Anytime you see this pencil here with the words practice your skills, that's a good place. That's a place where you'll need to do the problem yourself. Otherwise, what you might be looking at is a sample of student work. For example, on the first problem that we see on the left here, the purple and the green represent two different things. And so does the typing. So for example, the typing at the top says find the sum of 12.85. And so the purple represents what the student would do, and the green when the student copies the problem over. So 12.85 plus 6, and since we need to line the decimals up, we're going to call that 6.0. So we are putting placeholders in. And that's why you see the green here. The purple's copying the problem, the green is what you would do to help you solve the problem. And then we also have to add the 4/10. So 0.4 is 4/10. We're going to add another placeholder and go through the addition. 5 plus 0 plus 0 is 5. 8 plus 0 plus 4 is 12. Carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 6 is 9. And bring down that 1. And our solution's 19.25. So we're going to focus on this page. And we had these examples to look at in class today. So I'm going to work on the practice your skills. We're going to start with problem 1. Problem 1 says to find the sum, which is an addition problem, of 78 9/10 and 16 94/100. So I lined the decimals up. Now I'm going to put in my placeholder. Once that's completed, I'm going to add. So 0 and 4 make 4. 9 and 9 make 18. I'll carry the 1. Bring the decimal down. 8 and 1 make 9. Plus 6 is 15. Carry the 1. 7 plus 1 makes 9. And we could pick up a calculator at this point and check our work. 78.9 plus 16.94 equals 95.84. So that's correct. I'm going to write that in my answer blank. Using a calculator is a good way to check your work when you're at home, but you shouldn't use the calculator until you've done the problem yourself. Now we're going to practice subtraction. So on problem 2, we're finding the difference, that means subtract, of 121. We have to subtract 36 and 4 100ths. So since 121 is a whole number, I'm going to put a decimal and some placeholders in here before I do my subtraction. Now I have to do some borrowing because I cannot take 4 from 0. I'm going to look back at the problem, and I'm going to go all the way over to this one here, and I'm going to change that to a 0 and make that 10. And now I'm going to cross that 10 out and make it a 9 and put a 1 here. So I'm going to do 10 take away 4, which is 6. And now 9 take away 0, which is 9. And now I cannot take 6 from 0, so I have to borrow from the 2 and say 10 take away 6, which is 4. And I cannot take a 3 from the 1, so I'm going to borrow from this one and make this an 11. 11 take away 3 is 8. Then I'm going to check my answer with the calculator. So the original problem, 121, take away 36.04 equals 84.96. It checks. And so I'm going to put my calculator away. Also last year, you should have learned how to check your work without a calculator. And we'll do a quick review of that also. So another way to check your work is to take your answer, like from problem 2, 84.96. And since I did a subtraction problem here, I'm going to do an addition problem here. I'm going to do the inverse operation. I'm going to add 36.04. And if I did my work right, I should get the original number, 121. 6 plus 4 is 0. Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10. I'm going to bring the decimal down and carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5, plus 6 is 11. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. 121, my answer checks. So I know I did the problem correctly. All right, on this last problem here, this is what we'll close with. We have an evaluate, and the word evaluate means find the answer. So I'm going to work left to right because whenever I have addition and subtraction in the same problem, I work left to right. So I'll start with 168.7, and I'm going to subtract 26.004. So I'm going to put my placeholders in, and I have to borrow. Because I can't take 4 from 0, I have to go over to the 7 and make it a 6 and make that a 10. Now I have to change that 10 to a 9 and make this a 10. Now I can do 10 take away 4, which is 6. 9 take away 0 is 9. 6 take away 0 is 6. Bring down the decimal and continue. 8 take away 6 is 2. 6 take away 2 is 4. And then I have a 1. I've taken care of this and this, but don't forget the problem also asks you to add. So I'm going to put a plus 12.32. And remember, I need a placeholder, or it's helpful. 6 plus 0 is 6. 9 plus 2 is 1. Carry the 1. It's actually 11. 9 plus 2 is 11. Carry the 1. 6 plus 1 is 7. Plus 3 is 10. carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 2 more is 5. 4 plus 1 is 5, and 1. So my final answer is 155 and 16 thousandths. I'll check my work with the calculator. 142.696 plus 26.004. Oh, let's do that again. 168.7 minus 26.004 plus 12.32 equals 155.016. That's my final answer.